Hi, Maria here, Fourth Dimension. I am your Sherpa for this read. This reading is for Cancer, my Cancer darlings, my fellow Krabby Patties, for week of May 5th through the 11th. What is Cancer? What's in the works for Cancer this week? Reconciliation, restoration, eliminating options, quitting fighting, stopping the nonsense, stop the insanity. That's a shout out to the 80s. Just stop with the insanity. Remember that woman who used to grab her face and like, stop the insanity, and she had a pixie. She said, yeah, fat makes you fat, quit eating the fat, and she made $1 million off of stop eating fat, only to find out that she was using chemicals to lose weight. And then we got on a keto diet where all we ate was cheeseburgers and lost weight. Just crazy. Or Atkins, not keto, my bad. All the keto folks, keep your comments to yourself. Made a mistake here. Cancer, this is exciting. Lots of energy coming off these cards. Oh my goodness. Cancer, you're a pretty intuitive group of folks, right? You're living off your intuition. You have leaned hard and heavy in the last cycle, in the last 30 days for sure, on this intuitive drive you're having. I feel meditation's a hot spot for you. Even if you don't, quote unquote, fully meditate, maybe you just turn on meditative or Christian, or like I hear Christian music going on, and you are kind of vibing to it. You're trying to just stay in your zen. I see you working from home, and you're just kind of trying to find your tribe, and I'm going to put that on the side because I don't know if that's in the reverse or not. I want to say, I don't know. Yeah, Page of Swords, Temperance, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups. I could keep going. I could tell you the whole story from your residual. Like I said, lots of energy. So Cancer, right off the bat, I haven't even really looked at these cards yet. Hold on. I get the sense right in the middle of your spread is a Wheel of Fortune. Okay? This is your overall energy, current spot. If I dropped a pin on your timeline right today, whenever you see this, whatever today is to you, if today is today actually, or next Thursday or a year from now, this will resonate for you whenever you find this. It's almost like a timeless reading. But the Wheel of Fortune is you put a closure to something in the past, and you are coming on like a spiral upgrade. You're getting a lot of upgrades, spiritual upgrades. You're getting a lot of financial upgrades, opportunities, increased relationships, networks. Like you might be in the middle of a move. You might be in the middle of a new job. I just feel like you're moving in the right direction. Congratulations. In the recent past, I have the 5 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Moon. I'm going to get a little bit more energy off that. I have 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. So you walked away. You dropped the 7 or the 10 of Swords is my cadaver card. There's no more. It's a cadaver. It's dead. There's not a pulse on this thing. It's a lot of anxiety. You walked away from it. A lot of stress. A lot of arguing. 5 of Wands is physical or verbal altercation. I don't know who I'm reading for, but you went through some emotional trauma. You went through some verbal trauma. You and this person, I believe, not all of you, just a very sharp, like a very small amount, but very pertinent group of folks that struggled with this relationship. Talk about an imbalance. So I have 2 groups, a very large group and a very small group. The very small group, but it's super resonating like knives coming out of this thing, is you survived this traumatic experience over here. Verbal, physical, emotional neglect, effery, back and forth. And it is kind of a narcissistic vibe. And I don't care if you're male or female. I am sorry. There are some men that I'm reading for that have survived some narcissists. A lot of fighting, arguing. There's no getting back from this. Very small amount. You have recovered, you've walked away, and you're trying to consistently stay away. I have a Page of Cups that's showing, a Four of Cups that's showing, an Eight of Cups that's showing, all in the upright. Temperance, you're finding balance. Page of Swords, you're trying to get honest and have honest conversations with others. The Five of Wands in the upright is fighting and arguing. The Seven of Cups is lots of opportunities, lots of options. Ten of Swords is you're closing out chapters. The Seven of Wands, walking away from challenges. The Moon in the upright, you have fear, you have anxiety, and it's like you can't see the forest from the trees. You don't know where this is going. You're not really sure. You're not getting, it's like a murky water. Like this girl under the water, it's murky. She can't see the moon. She's got to look through the dirt of the water to see the moon. So it's illusion. It's illusion. You don't see the truth yet. You're coming out of it. I mean, you will be, but it's a page of Cups. So somebody is trying to have a conversation and paint you bullshit, paint you a crappy story, and I feel it's like somebody you used to fight with. This is the group of folks that I was just reading for, that narcissist, that small group that you just walked away from an extremely toxic relationship, and you have, like, you should write a book about how to survive a toxic relationship. That's this group. So I don't know who that is, but you're going to try to have an honest conversation. You're going to drop this sucker. And maybe you did. You walked away realizing your worth and your value, and you have a lot of options. Good for you. And that you're going to try to, this is super guarded. Just so you know, this is a protective bubble. You are sitting in a spirit of defensiveness, guardedness, and these are all the problems. And I hear, you know, like, I got 99 problems, but you ain't one. That's that's like, I put a period to this, Maria. I moved forward from this. And I believe you did. I believe you did. Regardless if this was toxic and abusive, or regardless if this was just, hey, this isn't my cup of tea, I'm just not interested in this, and you decided to walk away. Either way, there was an ending, because this overall energy, this residual energy coming off the bottom of the, or off the residual cards I have is the Eight of Cups. Now, just so you understand, the Eight of Cups is in the upright. So if you had 8 goblets, and each of these are full to the rim with love, you've just supplied this person with a ton of love. You've provided the majority of the Eight of Cups, right? And it ended. It had to end. It just was like super painful. And I get the Ten of Wands, like it's super burdensome. You're carrying this person's luggage. You're financially supporting them. You're emotionally supporting them. You're not getting your equal share back. It's just, it's like walking through wet cement kind of feeling, and it's getting heavier and heavier. So the Eight of Cups is that shattered glass. There's not even a stemware. You can't even see the glass. It is shattered into a fine, fine dust, and it has now become part of the beach. You couldn't even fill this cup if you wanted to, meaning no return to fill the cup. There's no return to fill the cup. So Cancer, you might be feeling this way about an ex. This ex might say to themselves, man, I really wish I could go get Cancer back. Should have done them right. Didn't. Darn. This sucker was imbalanced, and I want to have a conversation about this stuff. Now again, handful over here dealing with trauma, like you guys had a trauma bond, narcissist, empath relationship that didn't go well. And this group is just like, nope, this didn't work well. I overgave. I learned my lesson. I'm not doing that. Depending on who I'm reading for, you'll understand if this reading's for you. If not, that's okay. Congratulations, you're just going to go to Costco and do your laundry this week, and you're going to have a great life. For the rest of us Cancers, we're walking this walk, right? In the center of your spread, Cancer, I have the Nine of Pentacles. You are fine on your own. Now, it gets better. You have a Wheel of Fortune. Both of these combined together, along with the Seven of Swords, is the honest truth coming out. So you're gonna have a conversation with somebody, possibly in your near future, this devil, about this deception, this lies, manipulation, con, game, whatever you want to call it, just third-party nonsense, alcoholism, drug addiction, gambling, fill in the blank. It doesn't freaking matter what I always call it the limbs of the tree. The root of the tree is selfishness and self-centeredness and ego, but we're going to whack at the branches all day and just watch another one pop up when we don't deal with the first one, okay? That's this vibe. Somebody's going to come back and have a conversation. You are exhibiting on this beautiful Wheel of Fortune. You're standing upright in your position. You're you're getting all that good karma back, and we call it dharma, but all that great dharma back from the investment you made in this relationship. Now that it's separate, you can go forward and get the wheel is bringing you abundance. They're bringing you new relationships, new opportunities. Like I said, a handful of you are purchasing homes, new vehicles, you're moving, you're experiencing upgrade after upgrade, especially with downloads from your spiritual tribe. You're having an understanding, like you have knowledge you didn't have yesterday. You understand things at a deeper level you didn't yesterday. You're looking at things with just a little bit different perspective than yesterday. Those are upgrades. Okay, Cancer, I know I talk fast, but I'm trying to make this under a 30-minute video, and I'm already on, 13, something like that. Anyway, 18, I don't know. I have the Devil and the Seven of Swords. So somebody's going to come forward and illuminate, not completely, but illuminate some of the effery and the BS and all these other initials that are negative. The sense of imbalance. They're going to talk to you about the things that held them back. They're going to talk to you about the third party in their life. They're going to talk, whatever it was. They're going to talk to you about where they put their energy, their time, their money, their love, their body parts. They're going to talk to you about all that. I don't know if you really want to hear it, but this is their way of restoration. That's that overall energy we were just talking about with the Page of Swords and this Temperance, trying to find balance through communication to make it right, coming through. You're still stuck on the Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups. You're very guarded. This is your energy again. You're like, I got my own challenges. There was enough in this relationship. I don't need yours to add on that. So I'm going to sit in my defensive bubble and just protect myself. That's the overall vibe I have of you having this conversation in the near future. Here we go. Whew. So this person wants a rebirth. They're going to come and have a conversation with you about this. They do want to explore. Part of what they're exhibiting, and I'm just going to keep it real, especially if you're dealing with another water sign, you might be dealing with a Cancer and another Cancer, a Scorpio. I also get Gemini. I also get Libra. I also get Aquarius. There's a lot of air sign, maybe even a Capricorn. A lot of Aquarius, actually. So this person might be coming back with a death and a rebirth, saying, I know this ended. I made a mistake. Let's talk about it. I missed the shit out of you. Let's get together. I'll buy dinner, whatever. I think you're going to entertain it. I really do. Cancer, you're the freaking, you're the cheerleader of love in the zodiac signs. You are the forgiver. You're the overgiver. You're the deepest. Your cup's like this big. Theirs is, all the other queens have Dixie cups. Here you go. Here's my cup of love. Here's my trough. You give it a very deep level. Very nurturing. Very intuitive. You do have a hard shell that's super hard to crack, but once they get in there, it's a soft underbelly. And you're sweet as crab meat, so kind of gross, I know. But my point being, Cancer, is that you are a very deep person. Your energy is amazing. Somebody actually, there are several zodiac signs that tend to be lacking in this area, i.e. air. No offense, but that's the truth. Their quick strategy, their quick-witted movement, they can be attracted to the zodiac sign of water because it's passionate. So you have air and you have water, and it just creates this whirlwind. It's pretty cool. Same with the fire signs. You have steam, right? So it's very high chemistry with the Aries, Leo, Sag. But they're very short. They seem to be very volatile. The air signs seem to be stoic. So you have a little bit of that going on. What I get from this is you miss this person tremendously, but I want you to sit back and evaluate just for a hot second, Cancer, who invested in this relationship. Do you miss giving? Do you miss having somebody to give your cup to? And I want you to reevaluate maybe that some of that cup should be rebalanced back into your energy. And if you don't know what that looks like, let me know. It's self-love. And if you've never had given yourself self-love, it looks in all sorts of forms. You can take a pedicure, go for a walk your dog, listen to music, do something you love, paint, journal, photography, whatever. That's self-love. But sometimes we aren't even on the list of our things to do for the week. And when you start evaluating what you've been doing and spending your money on and where you've been going, and you become a human doer and not a human being, So I want to encourage that you do this, because this makes you extremely happy, this conversation, but you have to discern. Look at this light. Look at all this yellow and this blue. It's gorgeous. This red. This is passion. This is love. This is energy. Hot, hot, high frequency next to the sun energy. Very high vibing. I just did a scenario in another read where it's got the same sense. So everybody owns a microwave, right? And so back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, etc., we had these things called radios. Turn on the radio and you move the dial and you get a frequency, and you try to get the same frequency, and the closer you tuned in, the tighter that music sounded and you had less static. That's kind of the simplest form of radio frequency we can find, right? We all learned about it in 6th grade science class when you had the battery and you had to turn on a light bulb, all that stuff. Well, when you own a microwave in your kitchen, it's very similar to the lowest set of frequency you can purchase, but you understand what I'm talking about because everybody has one. You can pick one up for like $100, heats a cup of coffee, pops your popcorn, heats up your potato, your leftover lasagna, and it's the lowest sense of currency, the current that you can get, lowest cent, right? For us to have this conversation, or for me to do a personal reading or a phone call, like a FaceTime or whatever you want to call, and you want to have a video call, I literally push a button. When I push your phone number, it bounces off a tower, off a satellite, off another satellite, possibly a third, depending on where you live in the world, off another tower or two, to find you amongst 7-8 million people, down to the exact cell number where it turns on. Just this little tiny code of energy is sped up in less than a second. In less than a second. This is your energy. This is satellite energy. This is high vibrating, high intelligence, high understanding of the universe, high frequency of self-love and giving. And it's that altruistic kind of love. 1 foot on the planet, 1 foot in the spirit. You're trying to bridge the two and understand that there's a purpose and a destiny for each of you. That's the vibration I'm feeling. This is the person who's coming in. Look at the blue, the darkness, the muddy water, right? The inability to discern. That would be microwave. So we have a microwave and a satellite. So I just kind of want you to kind of understand what you're dealing with. You can love this person because that is who you are as a human being. You are agape love. You are absolutely the highest form of unconditional love there is. And I think you would take this person back 1,000,000 times. But I do feel like when they made you feel like an option, when they fought with you and lied with you and pulled you back and forth, when they said, I'm not choosing you, I am choosing you, I'm back again, then you walked away from this and you found your self-esteem and you healed from this sucker, and now they're wanting to come back and have a conversation. I just don't know if you're going to take this person back. I'm just saying. You're enjoying your wheel. And I hear you have 2 options. The second this person jumps on your wheel, your fortune ends and you start taking on their karma that is due them. And you stop your dharma from going forward. That is your choice. You can surely do it. But then you've made a fool. You are made a fool, but in all honesty, the Fool card should be showing up next week when I do your reading, and you've chosen this person and you've entered this chapter to try it again in hopefully an elevated stance. We'll see. We'll see. Everybody has different vibrations. I'm hopefully speaking to a higher level because it seems like I am, especially if you have a wheel here. And I feel like you're going to have one hell of a week, y'all. You have this Page of Cups. I do believe that if you trust this person, it's not in vain. They're going to elevate. You're going to learn a few things about yourself, about how you love yourself, how to love yourself differently, better going forward. But you are going to get the blessings that you have coming into you. And you're going to share them with this person, or vice versa. You will stop them and take some of their karma on. Take it as it resonates. Only you will know. But you'll know. You'll know. This is what I have for you. Before you leave here, please hit that subscribe button if you feel like this was beneficial, at least entertaining, and that way my content comes directly to you. Secondly, hit that like button and leave a positive comment. And until midweek spread, love and light to each and every one of you. Take care.